So Mark, obviously someone that works for CAFARD, that's travelled a lot of experience. What would you say to people watching today that want to be more like Christ? How can we be more like Christ today?
I think today, one of the best things you can do is following the example of Jesus and to look out for one another. I think especially nowadays, the pressures of social media and work and life and studying, things are hard. So I think for me, one thing that we could do today is to look out for somebody, whether that's your friend, your colleague, your family member, or even if somebody you don't know, just check in, see how they're doing, ask how they are. Or if you notice somebody's sort of having a really difficult time, sometimes you'll notice, Advent is sort of a time for preparation, but also it's a hard month, December, because there is a lot to prepare. There's a lot to do. It's colder, it's wet, it's dark outside, and that sometimes does affect people's mood. So if you see somebody struggling, my sort of advice would be check in and just see how they're getting on.
Yeah, in it together.
Yeah.
When we were talking earlier, you were talking about your work in CAFARD, and you described the people you were working with in the developing world as brothers and sisters. And I think that's a message I'll take home from our conversation today, that we are one family. We are brothers and sisters, and we are united as Christians throughout the world.
Absolutely. As I say, I'm very fortunate that the people I've worked with and the people I've met, you go to a country like South Sudan and literally they're living in the sense of day by day, and there's so many challenges, and yet you go along and you sort of meet people and you're welcomed with such sort of love, as if you are a family member. So for me, that's something that I always try and incorporate, that when I come home and share that with people.
In today's Gospel, Jesus tells the parable of the lost sheep. We pray for anyone who is feeling a little bit lost or lonely or left out of the fun and festivities of the season. We pray that we can be more Christ-like and follow the example of Jesus the Good Shepherd by keeping our eyes and hearts open to those who may need a helping hand.
Gathered as a family in faith, we can pray together now the family prayer which Jesus himself taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.